Thanks for joining us on Final Drive TV. We are here for the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship weekend.
Yeah, we sure are. We're here at Sonoma Raceway. It's a gorgeous track and we're in beautiful wine country. So these are filled with water right now because we're professionals, but later they'll be filled with local wine. Today we've got some phenomenal drivers, but we also have Becky driving.
I do, for the first time this season.
Yeah, tell us about your car, please.
Oh, excellent. I'm going to be in the number 32 red GoGoGear.com Honda Civic. I'll be in the back of the pack, but I'm going to have fun.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a really exciting race. The weather is going to be hot, a little overcast at times. Stay cool, and we'll stay hydrated, and stay tuned. Cheers. I'm here with Michael Whelden, driver of the number 10 Mitsubishi Lancer. He's a driver for Life's Good Racing, and he qualified this morning, and it was quite busy out there on the track. Talk to us about that.
This morning in the number 10 Mitsubishi Lancer, we went out hoping with hopes that we could get a good lap time in. We had about 40 cars on track, pretty close, pretty intense for most of the time, dealing with a couple yellow flags too, since we had so many cars. There was a couple incidents out on track, but I finally did get through a good chunk of traffic and find myself a little bit of clear track just to finally at least get one good lap in. After that, I was kind of just still dealing with getting through traffic, and towards the end, I kind of just shut her down and came back to the pits.
So tomorrow, what are your hopes for the race? Obviously just going to be your series out there, which is great. You've got the whole track to yourselves, but what are you really hoping for?
Tomorrow, hoping just to get a good clean start, hoping also tomorrow's qualifying, maybe I can improve my time, make sure I keep first place, get a good start, and just drive from there. Earlier this year in Miller, I had a very easy weekend, just kind of slowly drove away from the field. I'd kind of like to do the same thing again since this is my home track.
He's very fast, and we can't wait to watch him tomorrow. Good luck, have fun, I'll speak to you after the race.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, hi, I'm Rick Nanini, and I'm here once again with Julio Decker. Thank you for joining us at Sonoma Raceway. We're going to take you one lap around this track. What do you think, Julio? You've done a few laps around this place in the past, haven't you?
Absolutely. This is the most technical track that USTCC runs on, and you guys are in for a treat. We're going to do a hot lap with Patrick Chio, our rookie, and this will be an in-car, so you guys are going to see all the nuances of this very technical track.
Yeah, now this track, it has, like you say, has a lot of interesting features. It seems easy. It's one of those things where you can learn this track in a few minutes, but it takes years to master it. But here we go across the turn one. Really fast. Here you're in fifth gear hauling ass here, but here you're under full compression, getting ready for turn two. It's really important to nail this curve right so you can get your exit out of there. If you have a loose diff, this is where you'll get wheel spin. Here you are coming to turn 3 and 3A. This is really a quick section. You got to get the car properly set up for this turn. You crest the hill, you're blind, all you see is the sky as you exit the 3A. Coming into turn 4, brake hard, early apex here as you exit wide, and your foot to the throttle on through the going into the carousel at turn 6.
This turn wants to spit you out to the outside of the track, but if you just hold that line, you're in the perfect place to go through the carousel. And again, as you see, you're blind, you don't know what's coming up, and heavy G's in this corner, but you got to unwind it, use all the track, and take it all the way to the dirt to get the maximum speed out of it.
Here we have one of the two long straightaways on the two of the longer straightaways at the Sonoma Raceway, and the hard braking zone. Great passing as we get to turn 7. There's a lot of action happens over here. A double apex action there sometimes, depending on the configuration. And this is the signature turn of the Sears Point Raceway. The old Sears Point Raceway was the S's. This is where it was separated the men from the boys back here, because either you made it through fast or you crashed when there was giant hills on either side. Now they've made it a lot safer, but still it remains the same way. Lots of horsepower and grip needed to make it through a fast turn. The turn 10 there, that was the fastest turn of the track, and here is the place where most of the passing will occur, turn 11. As you have to hug the tire barriers here, get plenty of exit speed out of here, because this is the longest straightaway. As you get to turn 12 and start to cross start-finish line for your fast lap.
Hi again, I'm here speaking to Felipe Loza. He is a newcomer to the series, so exciting. He's driving the number 31 black Chevy Camaro, fast car. And today we've already spoken about how busy it was on the track during qualifying. How was it for you?
Well, there was a lot of cars out there, and I couldn't really get a good fast lap because, I don't know, there was so much going on with the yellow flags and stuff. I only had 2 or 3 clear laps to get a good time down. I think I got third in qualifying.
Right, I mean, that was a good time, really great time, under the circumstances with so much traffic. Right. But given that you know that your time might be faster when it's the actual race, what are you hoping for?
Well, I'm definitely hoping to get on the podium for sure, the top 3.
We're really so excited to see you out there. We'll be cheering you on.
Great, I appreciate it.
And hopefully come
I'm happy
back.
to be here.
Yeah, we want to see you for the duration.
Okay, I will. I'm going to join for sure.
Great.
I'm really happy.
Set that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking to me.
In our next feature, Tech Tips, well, we talk about how to properly tie your car down safely and properly. Today we're here to talk about race car tie downs. As you know, you can't win the race unless your car can get to the track. So one way, you got to make sure you're safe when you transport your vehicle to the track. So obviously you need a good trailer, but one thing that you need to do after you put your car on the trailer is to tie it down correctly. Now, there is a lot of these things around. Everybody makes them. You can find some that have no name on it or down for very low money. But we're going to use these. These are from Max Custom Tie Downs. It was developed by a guy who said, you know what, everybody else makes these junky units. There's got to be something better out there. And he started making his own stuff. This is a Max Custom Tie Down. It's beefy, it's thick, it's well engineered. They use the highest quality connectors. They use really nice connectors, locking connectors at the ends, rated for 10,000 pounds, double stitched, really smooth, really well done pieces. Now, this you can get in any length you want, from basically from 6 feet, to all the way to 27 feet in length. They sell them in all different colors, all different lengths. Now, say a lot of times your problem is that the tie down might be too long. What do you do there? Well, they have a whole bunch of accessories that might help you to help in special cases. One of them being something like this. This eliminates the ends on your tie down, and you end up with one of these, which has the short end on it and the adjustable strap on this side, so you can get your hooks this close to each other in case your distance from the car to your tie down is really close. Some trailers don't have the hook here. They may have the hook here, and this distance is too short, and you can use this. Also, in some cases, you may want to use an axle strap. A good old axle strap is a great solution. You can tie it around suspension points, axles, wheels, all kinds of things. And this is a nice double web. It's really soft. It won't scratch your paint. It won't scratch your wheels. And it's got fantastic connectors. So once you use one of these, you'll never go back to using the cheap stuff. Remember, you can use anything you want, but the stuff with no name on it may not always be the safest thing. When you're driving down the freeway and you're hauling a bunch of weight back here, the last thing you want is your precious cargo that you spent days and nights working on to roll down and go into the lane, and not only you're going to lose your car, but you can also kill somebody out there on the freeway. So make sure you tow safely, make sure you tie down your cargo with the best tie downs available, and they're rated highly. These are 10,000 pound rating tie downs, and that's what you need. You don't need any of the other stuff. A lot of them are around 5,000 pounds. So be safe, and don't use any of the straps that you find for motorcycles. A car weighs a lot. It's going to be, this one is light. Hondas are light. This is maybe 2,200 pounds, but some cars can be up to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 pounds. So you want to use something that's strong and holds your car. That's our tip for today. Good luck and stay safe. And remember, you cannot win the race unless your car gets to the track safely.
Hi again, we're here with Dave Brown, a very fast driver, the driver of the number 96 Chevy Camaro, one of my favorites for Life's Good Racing. Thank you for speaking with me.
Thank you.
You have the race tomorrow.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Pretty good. We're on provisional pole for today, so that's good. And we've certainly got more speed in the car, so I'm really excited about that. So we did a few more tweaks. We'll find out tomorrow morning if we can retain that pole position. There's a few other fast cars out there, so it's going to be a little tough, but this is my home track. I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's very fast on this track. We see there's more cars in the race this time.
Yeah.
It was very busy on the track this morning. How was that? How did you get through and past everyone?
I pounce on them when they're least expecting it. But
True.
it's just true.
You do.
Just sneak up on them and blow by before they know what hit them.
Yeah, blow by is the right phrase as well. But you got a few yellow flags, don't you personally?
Yeah. That was tough. I mean, the session, we lost about half the session or more with some other cars having problems and having to get towed out of the way.
Yeah.
So when it went green, I knew we had very little time. And boy, I saw a gap about 12 cars up. So I just went lunatic that first opening green lap. I knew that wasn't going to be a fast lap, but I took the opportunity to get by those few cars and get in that nice window where my following lap I could get a fairly clean lap, which I did. So
yeah, it certainly paid off. Dave has the fastest lap of the qualifying this morning, so can't wait to watch your race tomorrow. It's going to be very exciting. Be safe, have fun.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for speaking with us.
Yep, thank you.
So I'm now here speaking to Sam Stowell. And here's the driver of the number 41 GT car, which you can see behind us. What was the situation on turn 6?
Well, we're coming out of the carousel pretty fast, and I didn't realize the tires were still that cold, and it just broke loose and went around, and that's what happens when it happens. The walls are always there to stop you. Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, it's an easy mistake to make, but the big question I'm here to speak to you about is, will you be able to get it fixed in time for the race?
Probably.
Good.
Yeah, if everybody cooperates, we find the parts.
Good.
We've got a long day. It's a good thing we're racing at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you've got the time. Time's on your side.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Good luck. We really want to see you out there. It's a really beautiful.
Yeah, we'll get out there somehow.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Emma. And now let's get to our starting grid. We're on board with our pole sitter, Dave Brown, in the Hawk Sparta Chevrolet Camaro. Next to him is Daniel Akhromstev in the Red Star Racing BMW M3.
In row 2 of the GT class, we have Felipe Loza in the Chevy Camaro Pepster Garage. Next to him is Mike Holland in the Factory 5 Racer.
Next in the row, we have Ron Valtierra in the T&I Racing Mazda Speed 3. That car's been converted to run in GT this year. Next to him, Sam Stoll in the Sterling Foam Company Pontiac Trans Am.
Last row in GT, we have Paul Giddings in the Giddings Engineering Mercedes-Benz 2.3 16 valve.
And then we have the pole sitter and touring car next. That's the Mitsubishi Lancer of Santa Fe Mitsubishi Lancer of Michael Whelden. Next to him, Patrick Chio in the Speed SF Z-Car Garage Nissan 350Z.
Row 2 finds a pair of teammates out of GoGoGear.com. It's Rod Rojas in the Hyundai Genesis. Next to him is Roger Eagleton in the BMW M3.
Next row is another pair of teammates, this time from the Life's Good Racing camp. Driven by Bo Borders, our number 12 car, and the Hawk Sparta Brakes BMW M3, our points leader. Next to him, Justin Krickenberger is in the Hawk Brakes BMW M3.
Next row is Michael McCulligan in his Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8. Next to him is Tom Milburn in his Acura RSX Bay Area Drafting.
Next row, we have the GoGoGear.com Honda Civic of Becky Arsham. And next row, a newcomer, Thomas Petrie, in the another GoGoGear.com, this time an Acura Integra.
And they're basically warming up their tires, getting ready for the standard affair, which is standing starts in USTCC. And this is always going to bring surprises, always adds excitement to have the folks. Some folks are ready and very capable of doing standing starts. Other folks get kind of caught out. And per usual, we have Dave Brown already racing the pace car.
If in case you guys don't know it, Dave Brown seems to enjoy messing with the pace car whenever he's on pole. That seems to give him a little bit extra urge to get pole position so he can mess with the pace car.
Rick, I think he likes being besides any car. It doesn't even matter if it's a competitor or the pace car.
I think we need to make sure that the pace car is an F1 car. That way you can't touch it. That's what we need to find. We need we need a 1,000 horsepower pace car. Can we get one of those?
That Hyundai has no chance against that Camaro as far as outrunning it. So.
Yeah, that was 500 horsepower Camaro there is quite a beast. But here we go. This track, they've been running it over here all weekend long. They've been practicing qualifying. There was a big gap between our last session, which was the qualifying, and finally this is really late in the day when we're getting set up. So some of these guys actually went back to their hotels, took naps, came back to get freshened up. But hopefully everybody will do well here as we're getting ready to get a green flag.
I want everybody to keep their eyes on turn 2 this late in the afternoon. That sun's going to be right in everybody's eyes as they go up the hill.
You can see the high right now. You can see
the
sun right now.
And here we go. Everybody's getting ready for that green flag. The revs are up.
They're waiting for the back guys to stop as they're getting ready for the green. And there we go.
Green. Here we go.
And let's see what happens here at the start.
Daniel got a rocket chip start.
He's
on the inside of Dave Brown. He's going to get him.
Yeah, and in touring, we have a stalled car. The BMW, one of the black BMWs, went all the way to the back. We have a car spinning in the front. Oh my God! Big crash!
Oh my goodness!
Crash.
Wow!
Big crash
that was
already.
That was our leader, pole sitter.
That was our pole sitter in touring, and one of the back guys in GT that seemed to have collided. Wow, that happened so fast. We don't even know what happened. All we know is that we're double yellow, and obviously that was
crash.
Yeah, that was one of those NASCAR type crashes where the car went over. Yeah, the Mitsubishi looks bad, but that was Sam Stoll in that Pontiac Trans Am, the Sterling Phone Company Pontiac Trans Am that looks like it took the grunt of it. We see Michael Whelden
are moving around in their car, so that's actually a very, very good sign.
And their safety car, very quick to come to the rescue. Nice job by NASA Safety, and we just hope that everybody's okay. And
out of the corner of my eye, I was getting a glimpse of that Pontiac. It seemed like it might have not warmed up its tires enough. It seemed very loose right off the start.
Seemed to be very loose, as we see here on board the Chevrolet Camaro of Dave Brown here. Oh, the red flag.
Red flag. Yeah, this is too much.
This is, yeah.
Safety is everybody's number one concern. They want to make sure that they don't have to worry about cars coming at them and make sure that the drivers are okay. That's the number one priority. There's always additional days to go racing, so they're going to make everybody stop where they're at on the track, come to a safe stop. Everybody's going to keep their order that they are in right now, and we want to make sure that we get to the drivers of the two cars.
Yeah, there's a lot of trucks helping trying to get the drivers out there. So let's watch. Whoa, look at that. Look at that Trans Am. Look at that Pontiac go up and flip over a couple of times and then land back on its wheels. Here we are on board. Look at this guy. Sideways.
Wow. There you guys are. First view. Wow. That came into the living room real quick.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, they didn't even get up to the turn 2 to worry about the sun in their face.
You know what though? That was from the view from Michael Whelden's Mitsubishi, which you see right there. And I think the sun actually did have something to do with it, because I think at that point you can't see to your left at all.
Very true.
You know, because there was a good chance. I know it's of course easier to say now, but it's a good chance he could have backed off and avoided hitting him, and at least it would have been a one-car collision instead of two. But
you know, I wonder if something broke in the back of that Pontiac, because that was a pretty vicious tank slapper that he got into.
It was, and that's not usually a place where grip is that important. I mean, when you're going from standing start, usually during your race condition, you're going twice the speed there as you are. But I think that for Michael Whelden's point of view, I think he just couldn't see him because the sun was probably in his eyes at that point. because it's
Right.
really difficult to see. That's one of the things at this track where experience really pays off, is to know that turn 2 and this late in the day can be blinding. And when you come up through there, you don't see anything.
Especially since they were at the head of the touring class, that crash could have been a lot worse, and they could have collected a lot more people. Just the way that crash happened was kind of lucky that they both got brushed off
Certainly.
the track. There was a lot of people coming with a whole lot of steam, with the same view of the sun in their
Exactly.
eyes. So
Yeah. It's actually a really good thing. I think the Mitsubishi with the 4-wheel drive launched a little harder than everybody else,
Right.
which meant he got to the trouble zone a little bit quicker.
Right,
In this
right.
case, the 4-wheel drive didn't help. I think that might have hurt him. Let's see what Michael has to say afterwards.
So I'm here speaking to Michael Whelden, driver of the number 10 Mitsubishi Lancer. Congratulations, he's the winner today. It's bittersweet. How do you feel? Can you tell us what happened?
First off, for all the fans at home, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Um,
thank goodness.
Unfortunately, though, there was a rather large incident at the start of the race. I got a great launch. Actually started working my way through the GT field. As we came up turn 1, the sun was setting just on the hill, directly in my eyes. I mean, it was in every driver's eyes. I lost track of another vehicle, another competitor,
Number 41.
who at that point, from watching video, had lost control off to my left. He unfortunately then lost control into my direction. I basically, the last second, I mean, without even lifting or braking, I had no time to react. I T-boned him at full speed. As he, lost control onto my side of the track. Both of us went off. I sent him airborne. I really hope that he's, okay. I know he went to the ambulance.
Thank goodness. And here in the back is
It's what was the fastest car in U.S. touring?
really has just made us even more excited for the next race. So, congratulations! You still took this race.
Yeah.
Great
So
end.
I won by default.
Yes.
Is kind of actually how this went down.
Very well
Which is, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you out there. Can't wait to see you again in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us this weekend for round 5 of the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship. I didn't even know how to say it. Interesting, disappointing for some drivers, mixed feelings for a lot of drivers here.
Absolutely, I completely agree. What an incredible sight, not for the right reasons. We had a car cut loose during the start of the race, sadly,
Absolutely. As you are aware, the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship races are standing start. And so spectacular start. All of the cars here at Sonoma Raceway go into the sweeper, which is into turn 1. Very late race for us. So as you're climbing up to turn 2, sun is in your eyes. Visibility is very hard. And I think that had a big part in what happened. We had the number 41 car, the BAF number 41, got a little squirrely, got a little sideways. So unheard of, first time ever in the history of the series, we reverted back to qualifying positions. And so in qualifying, Michael was the fastest car. So he ends with the first place points for this series, or for this round. The good news, absolute best news, is both drivers are fine. So that's the news we really want to share.
Everyone walked away.
I think our first toast really needs to go to NASA Safety.
Absolutely.
Big hands up and thank you to NASA Safety for getting out to the scene of the accident, taking care of our drivers first and foremost, and then cleaning out the track and taking care of everything.
So cheers to the racetrack. We'll be right back in a few weeks. And just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
we get a round of applause for our top 6, top 3, and GTA top 3. Okay, ladies, run, because here we go.
Rick, I'm so glad that we're going to be back at the same racetrack next month because that shortened race, because of the crash, I think left everybody wanting a bit more track time, if you will.
Yeah, certainly. I think, but like everybody said, the most important thing is that everybody's safe and everybody is well, and they'll come back and race another day. But certainly we'll be back. The race was finished. The race director decided to award the finish by the qualifying order. So if you qualified on pole, you're the race winner, which made Michael Whelden win the race. But yeah, we certainly hope to come back next month and have another race, another go at Sonoma Raceway.
Well, the reason actually that's the case, they officially did not finish one lap, so that is why it officially reverted back to the qualifying order. But again, everybody is A-OK, and we look forward to seeing you all for round 6.
Yep.
Same racetrack in a month from now.
Yeah, join us then.